Hey guys, we're back here for part 2 of our standard event. Currently 1-1 with 3 more matches to go. And again, this is the mono red aggro deck that we're running. Unchanged from my videos here for most of the month. And let's hop into the next couple games. I think having played best of 3 here for the past week or so, almost unbroken, I really do like where the deck is at for best of 3. But I took a day to do a little bit of ladder grinding, and I can definitely see the point that some people are bringing up where Urabrask's Forge is really unfortunate against the mirror and other like very fast like human decks or soldier decks. So if you were to make changes for best of 1 ladder, I could understand that. But in best of 3, I do really like where it's at right now. I think maybe in best of 1, you might be wanting to possibly put in some like Invasions of Tarkir. They're very good in the mirror if you're running into like a lot of mono red. Okay, so we're on the draw here. It's a pretty stacked hand. I really don't like one-landers. I think that there's not quite enough going here to make this something that I want to keep. We do have like Swift Spear into Play with Fire, but I could see this falling apart, especially with double Monstrous Rage. So I think I am in a mulligan here. And I am pretty happy with this new hand. So I think here, since we're down a card, probably going to toss back the Monstrous Rage. Like, we could definitely go, like, Scoundrel into... We could throw back a land here, potentially, just to make sure we hit 3 with... Go, like, Scoundrel into Godric. But being able to go Scoundrel for the extra value is kind of nice. And we do want to have 3 land in total, you know, if we draw, like, into Forge or other cards here. So I could see throwing back a land there. I think I just feel a little bit more comfortable with 3 land. And that's a nice turn 1 pickup. Okay, so this is probably more likely like Esper Legends, or maybe just like Esper mid-range. Less likely Esper Control. So we got a couple options here. I think actually Scoundrel into Wicked Roll on the Swift Spear might be the direction I want to go. I mean, they could definitely just trade here and we could try to like spread it out kind of evenly. But if they trade for Scoundrel, like the 1-1 still trades with their 2-1. So I think it's a little bit better to invest just a little bit more into Swift Spear here and just keep it around because it can be a decent threat. So yeah, they can trade with Swift Spear. We can get Godric going, but then we basically just throw it away to these 2 creatures. Although, it might still be worth doing. We're getting closer to like Adversary coming back with something. We could also certainly just go Adversary plus Chick, but then we're kind of trading down a little bit with our adversary. So I think I'm happy to actually just trade Godric for both of their creatures here. Do we want to trade Swift Spear for their 3/2? I think we do, because, I mean, next turn that's going to be a 4/3, and it actually will be a legitimate issue. It'll also give them more differentiation to be able to flip Farmhand. So I think we actually do want to push. And I think we can throw away Scoundrel here by getting in the extra damage, because they're most likely going to want to single block here, and then if we get a block, it's great. Otherwise, the question is, do we want to go Sokenzen this turn or Phoenix Chick? I feel like Sokenzen doesn't get a lot better, so maybe we do it now. I mean, now they know they have good blocks on our 2/3, which, so we're kind of like the jig is up a little bit here, but we are pushing a little bit more damage this way. And I think we do want to make the trade while we have the best of it here before they get the buffs. Paragon is super rough. Yeah, problem is now they have no reason to block, like with Paragon. Like what we want here is we want like adversary to run into Paragon and then lightning strike it. But they would just block with their 2/2. Yeah, this is a rough situation. So I think we go Phoenix Chick. And then maybe like end of turn, use lightning strike, and then try to get it back next turn with Bloodthirsty. I think our best hope here is maybe they get overconfident and attack with Paragon, and we can try to like squeak it out somehow with Lightning Strike. Definitely thinking about it. Alright, we're definitely going for it. There's the land. And here it's kind of the same. I mean, we can go face, but if we get rid of their informant, we're pushing with adversary, and that lets us get potentially adversary through. I suppose that the downside here is that they could just chump block here. We push 1 damage, 2 with Phoenix Chick, and then they just replay some nonsense next turn. So I think next turn they're getting back some more stuff here. So maybe we just go face here and then drop them to 4. I'm trying to think, how do we win this game? I guess if they let adversary through, that's the best for us, but they probably don't. So they go to 5, they go to 4. They'd have to like attack again with Paragon next turn. We would need to draw like another Lightning Strike or something like that. So I think we got to go, I think maybe long game here is a little better. Oh, you know, I forgot they gained the 2 life there when it is. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, so we should have gone face there. I forgot about the 2 extra life they gain. Yeah, I think if we go face and then just like don't attack with adversary because we don't want their creature to die, as weird as that sounds.
I've made it just in time.
Eternal Wonder is rough also.
You live because I allow it.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. I don't think we can draw anything here that gets us out of the situation. Alright, so what do we board in? We're bringing in definitely all the Lithomatic Barrages. Most of their removal is sorcery speed. I guess they have like Eternal Wanderer or Wandering Emperor. They probably have like Elspeth's Smite, maybe Knockout Blow. So maybe Monstrous Rage is not great. Could we get blown out there with that? Epicure's okay here. I mean, they definitely do have decent targets for it. Lots of 1/1s. I think we want another Forge. Fealty could be nice if they have Angel. But I don't expect it to be amazing here. Play with Fire is okay. I think we want Invasion more, though. And we want Witch Doctor's Frenzy also. Yeah, we just want everything, basically. So I think Play with Fire, it's just not quite good enough. We might have to cut some Epicures. Epicures also. They're okay-ish. I suppose if they're running like Virtue, which they certainly could be, Epicure might be worse than Play with Fire. It's pretty close. But we want like a good number of creatures for like Kumano faces Kakazan. This also triggers Godric. So I think this is okay. Let's try it like this. This hand looks great. Guess they could have like Void Rend also. It's another card. What do we want here? Guess we just go like Scoundrel for the Wicked roll. Just push damage. Thinking about like maybe like getting one of these cards out of the way, but the damage is pretty good too. This way, if they have like Denick or something like that, we can keep pushing through it. Okay, that was a great draw for us. I think we definitely want to get Forge going. Kind of a beating. They had the Lauren ready. Yeah, I think we just push damage here. So they Sunfall this turn. Okay, so they're representing Wandering Emperor. That's fine.
Finally, I'm home. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Hopefully no Eternal Wanderer. Steel Seraph is pretty bad too.
Back to me. Keep watch for intruders.
That was a lovely draw. I think, is that game? This is, yeah, I think it should be game exactly. If they're bringing in Seraph, maybe there's some reason to possibly keep Fealty. Yeah. Guess that they have like They have Seraph and they have Angel. They have a decent number of flyers, so Phoenix Chick seems not quite as good. It's okay, but we're not seeing quite as much removal right out of the gate. Kind of almost tempts me to bring in more of the Epicures. If they just go a little bit farther, they go face, they help set up Godric. I guess between like Barrage, Frenzy, Lightning Strike. Yeah, I almost want to bring in a Frenzy here. Maybe one Frenzy, cut an Epicure, see how that goes. Still want to have enough creatures for Kumano faces Kakazan to hit. So it's kind of a delicate balance. This hand looks great. This is another situation where we kind of want that Scoundrel to put the Wicked token on the Swift Spear. Because it still trades with the 1/1s. So I think that's actually fine. And I guess since we've got double Frenzy, maybe there's an argument for not attacking with Scoundrel. Just to... But I think we've got so much removal that I'm not worried about it. They must have Iganjo there. Restoration. Oh, Paragon. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have enough mana to do Frenzy, so we gotta go Barrage here. Really use some land. Well, they're going to gain some life. There's no getting around that. I think we need to get the creature down just so we can set up for Witchstalker Frenzy. I guess we could also potentially like hold it for their turn. They probably spread out the life gain. And if they only attack with one creature, then we can't go Frenzy. So I think we have to just get the Swift Spear down. Elish Norn is pretty rough, no lies. Yeah, we're just getting starved on land here. How do we do this? So if we attack with adversary, they just block with Informant. Keep Elish Norn going. If we attack with both, we can Frenzy. I suppose we can see what their blocks are. Because then if they like block, we can still get Elish Norn. It's a step. I think that's got to be the play. So now I guess we just Frenzy the Seraph. Really need the mana so badly. Guess we gotta set up another Swift Spear. We could push for one with Phoenix Chick, but we ideally want them to block on the ground. So I guess with this we set up with Godric. So what do they get back with? I guess they gained like Rafine's Informant, Ambitious Farmhand. Yeah, pretty much dead here, but I think we gotta sort of go for it. So I guess Scoundrel. That's right, Scoundrel doesn't make treasure tokens. Yeah, that's going to do it. We can Lithomatic Barrage that, but we still can't deal with the Elesh Norn is the problem. So we block here, yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, they were very well set up for mono red, that's for sure. Hey guys, if you have been enjoying my channel and would like to help support the content, you can do so at patreon.com/hand_of_justice. I just put together a Patreon page, and it really would help quite a bit in giving me the ability to continue to make great videos here for you guys going forward. Here is what the page looks like. I'll include a description or a link in the description, but this is the page you'll see, and then you'll have an option here of which level you'd like to support at if you are able. We have all the way from dedicated, Justicar, Magister, and Titan levels of support. So with this, you will get early access to my content, and then in addition, at the higher levels, you will also be listed as part of a special thanks at the beginning of each of my videos. So it really does mean the world to me, and thank you guys so much again for supporting. Even if you're only able just to watch my videos and not support monetarily, it does mean a great deal to me. So thank you so much for watching. Okay, hand looks great. I think we want to go Adversary here over Monstrous Rage. I mean, we've got an opening for it, but I think this is fine. Now we're just racing, and unfortunately not racing super well. Yeah, down to 10. So next turn they're pushing minimum 6, and if they have like Lightning Strike, that's definitely game. Yeah, well, there's no blocking here, so we just push as much as we can. They have basically any spell here, should be it. That's not quite game. I think we drop to 1 if they hit with everybody. Let's see, is that game? 4, 7? Yeah, they could have just killed us there. But they didn't attack with everybody. Yeah, we're just dead. Unfortunately, they had lethal, but Doesn't actually matter because we can't even push 10 even if they didn't block. Yeah, 3, 5. We don't even have 10. Okay, I don't know why they're giving us all these outs. I mean, we're still dead next turn, unfortunately. Okay. So against the mirror, we take out Forge and bring in Invasion and Witchdocker's Frenzy. And although Rage definitely we can get blown out with Rage. Epicure is not. It's okay. It's all right, but it's not at its best here. I think maybe we go down to like 3 Rage, just so we don't have tons of them. But this is still worth having in the deck. I think it helps us get Tarkir going. Yeah. Be very careful not to get blown out by removal. Hand looks great. So this is actually an interesting spot for Rage, because now we can make Phoenix Chick functionally a 3/3. They'd have to spend their entire turn using Lightning Strike to kill it, and then they wouldn't get the token on any other creature. So I think that actually might be the play. Instead of spreading out creatures here, I think let's do that instead. Now they can either choose to kill Phoenix Chick or get a creature with a token. The next turn we can go Godric. Very happy to see that. Happy to do 7 for free. Yeah, now they're like so far behind by not attacking last turn. Guess they can flip dragon. Okay, that was like one card that would legitimately cause us problems. But the nice thing is here, we can now just go Epicure into Monstrous Rage. And then actually I play the Sokens in so we can push the extra pump on Godric. Yeah, I think I like our build right now. This feels pretty good. I think even without a creature on 2, I do want to keep this hand because we've got like 1 and then 3 with Godric. Okay, that works out quite well. And this is a nice place where we can go Swift Spear plus Monstrous Rage to give it a 4 toughness, which is a lot harder for them to deal with. I guess they could have like Witch Stalkers, which would be annoying. But I think it's the play. Because then like Lightning Strike doesn't work. Invasion is certainly good. I think we have to respect Dragon here. So if they have Godric next turn, it's super awkward. Like, we could push just Godric, but then we miss out on damage from, like, Swift Spear and Kumano. Unless we're, like, willing to throw away Swift Spear for the damage. If we do, we drop them down to 7. Just feels really bad, though. Otherwise, we can go, like, Phoenix Chick and then hold up Lightning Strike. I think this is the play. So what do they push if they just, like, take it? They push back for 6, 7, 8, 10. If they have Lightning Strike, it's easily 14. I don't think we have good blocks, though. I think we've got to go this direction. Just hope they don't have the Lightning Strike and they don't see it. I guess if they don't block here, then we just hold Lightning Strike for one of their creatures. Okay, they went for it. Yeah, I think their best play there is just like not block. Because now they're just like racing. And they're like a turn behind because they got dragon. So, I guess, yeah, like they need a spell to kill us. I think we push with Swift Spear because it has trample and we need the damage to get through. So I think we hold Mountain just in case we can filter it. So I think we attack. Let's see. We could play the Mountain and then attack with both, and that would make them think that they'd have to block. And then I guess like no, I think we just push with Swift Spear here. Like we're pushing a little bit better than they are, and we've got Lightning Strike backup. There's too many things we can lose to if we don't like leave a guy back. So the question is, do we play out the land? I don't think it matters. I guess it like shows that like we could like represent having Monstrous, and that might be valuable. Otherwise we like hold it for filtering. Yeah, I guess we play it out. Because that way if we... yeah. I think it's just best just to like represent that we've got Monstrous Rage. Although if we had it, we would have played it and won the game. I guess if they don't think that too far ahead. I'm trying to think what card they have in their hand. Like, it's not a land. I don't know that it's Monstrous Rage. It might be like Play with Fire. Doesn't really feel like it though. I don't feel like they've got to Play with Fire. Okay, so now we can give this thing flying, and that's just game, right? That'll do it. McLovin. I love the name. That's great. Hand looks great. Cut down or no? Looks like they got it. Or not. They probably have like Go for the Throat. That's why there was the hover. I think we just want Feldon here. Like, no reason to get fancy with our scoundrels. Ooh, they've got the combo going. Well, let's get our damage in while we can. Yeah. Question is, where do we want our token to be? I think probably on Feldon, just to like force them to be able to put more into it to kill it. I guess otherwise we just like spread it out because they're gonna have a bunch of 1/1s, so maybe spreading it out's better. Yeah, I think they've got some kind of piece of removal. Just not sure if it's damage or if it's like cut down or something else. Maybe they had the cut down and just wanted to save it. That seems kind of strange, though. I think we just drop most of our hand here. That's kind of nice. That's actually hilarious.
Well, now, you've gone and ruined all my fun.
Yeah, I think we just push face here. So For any reason, they're going to have to get rid of this thing if they want to live through this attack. So I think we just go face. I guess they can go up to 8. they can keep this thing around, gain some more life.
My coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Okay, so they can functionally go up to 4. So we play this, both of these are buffed, they go to 1, swing with everything, they block 4 creatures, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we still kill them here.
Oh, you're quite the nuisance.
Actually, I guess they survive because they can block 4 creatures and just go 2, 3, and then go down to 2. But we do get all their creatures, which is nice. Yeah, and if they're careful not to kill our 2/2s, then that should work exactly. So I think their best bet here is this guy blocks here, and then he kills this Swift Spear after damage. I guess this technically works. They can go down to 1. They could have achieved the same effect though and been at 2. But I guess we would have still had our epic here. Yeah, that's going to do it. So the question is, I think we definitely bring in Invasion of Tarkir seems really good. This is one where Epicure is actually pretty good. And I think maybe we bring in another Forge. I guess they have access to Shieldred, so we should probably respect it and bring in Frenzy. I don't think that Fealty is very good, though, because they have infinite blockers. So maybe we... Raid is pretty good, though, because it gives Trample, which is kind of relevant against them. It is also helpful to flip Tarkir, and it's good at killing Shieldred if they don't have other removal. And I think some of their... Like, a lot of their removal seems to be sorcery-based, with, like, the sack something to do something. Yeah, I don't know if Forge is just too slow, but it seems like it might be okay. Phoenix Chick seems good. I think maybe we find out if there is Shieldred or not. I guess we cut Rage. And maybe like play with fire. Yeah, I'm really not sure about that last one, but I think that the Forges will be decent here because they are trample. Yeah, this hand looks great. So here I think we just throw back the Foundry. I guess if we knew they didn't have Shieldred, we could maybe keep in like the Monstrous Rages. This is an interesting one. So, like, we could definitely go Kumano first here and get the extra counter on one of our Swift Spears. And then it comes down faster. If instead we go Swift Spear first, then we can go Swift Spear and then get the pump on both of our Swift Spears next turn and then have this affect one of these guys. Yeah, I think this is like one of those corner cases where actually I want to go Swift Spear first. Almost always you want to go Kumano, faces Kakazan first. And it would have been fine if you did it that way this time, I think. So next turn they're probably going to try to set up for the second anvil. think we want the damage or the token on the Phoenix chick, just because they might be able to gum up the ground pretty good here. And we're willing to trade off a Swift Spear here. It's not ideal, but we're happy to trade one just for extra damage. Yeah, so now they probably activate Mycosynth Gardens to copy. Definitely thinking about it. Yeah, there they go. So if they don't block with their other 1/1, we're pushing 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, could just have game lethal right here if they let it through. That'll do it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So we ended up going 3-2 in matches in total. Definitely had some interesting matches and some close games. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more action. And again, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you did like the content, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment, adding a like, or sharing it with a friend who might enjoy it. So let's take a look at the stats for the deck overall. So for the best of 3 events, we are currently at 81% win rate. Overall, 29 wins and 7 losses. So it looks like kind of some of the, yeah, it looks like the Mirror is kind of a rough matchup, or at least it has been. And then 50-50 with Mono Red. But some very good matchups here in like Green Black, Esper, Green White, Mono Blue, Blue White. So yeah, very happy with the deck. We will see you guys tomorrow.